What we're doing today is our award show. We're looking at the last year. We pride ourselves on sinking into the most uncomfortable of moments, whether we're mocking a friend's tumor or, well, listen for yourself.
And now, the SUI nominees for Uncomfortable Moment. Dan emotionally talks about John Skipper.
The president of ESPN has resigned, and sent out a statement. And I'm sorry. I just want to know that he's okay.
Take your time, buddy.
Yeah. So I'm just learning of this now, okay? And this is this is the reason that I work here. And so I don't know what's coming. I don't know what this is, but I know I look like it and sound like a fool right now. But I want you to understand something, and I don't know what's coming. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know how he's doing. And I care about him, but just so that you understand, this person has created everything that exists here at ESPN for us. And he did it because of how he cares about minorities and their causes. And so I'm just sort of shocked and hurt. And I am sorry I'm reacting this way. And I don't know what damage I'm doing in reacting this way. But so that's straight talk. So that's where we are.
All right, that is Straight Talk. It is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless, nationwide coverage on America's largest and most
perhaps
dependable
we could have
4G
done that
LTE
better.
network.
Admittedly, perhaps we could have done that better.
Let it breathe just a little bit.
What am I supposed to do
Well, but
there?
it
There's
can't
a
all be
sponsor attached to
content.
it.
It can't all be content. My vulnerabilities, they're out in front of you. You can't be trusted with them. They can't be sponsored.
Tim Kirchin yells at us.
There
And
more?
by the way, Pete Maravich is the flashiest player of all time. I heard you guys earlier. When I was a kid, I watched him stand at the top of the key and throw a behind-the-back pass off the backboard, and he threw it with such force it bounced back to him in the air at the top of the key, and then he did it with his left hand.
Wow.
20 years ago when I covered basketball, when I covered basketball for like a month, 20 years ago, Isaiah Thomas told me Pete Maravich.
Tim, please calm down.
Seriously.
Like you saying in that rage, no,
I feel
you
threatened.
saying I'm talking is the cruelest, meanest thing anyone has ever said to me. I am disoriented.
I've never heard you like
I'm
this.
talking about a play from 50 years ago, Dan. Shut up.
You brought it up. I was just trying to add something to the
Calm
show.
down. Why are you always yelling at me? You're Richie Incognito. We are sorry. Can we all apologize, please, to
Sorry,
Tim
Tim.
Kirchin?
Tim,
All of
sorry.
us. Tim, we're so sorry. Terry, sorry,
Sorry. I
Tim.
love you, and I'm sorry, Tim.
Sorry, you were talking. I'm talking.
I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Really, I shouldn't have done that.
Dan curses during Dunk Levitard.
I have to talk to you. No, anything that you say is going over the air. So that whole...
If we're going to entertain people, why wouldn't we entertain people?
Okay. That wasn't impressive at all. No, it really wasn't. Well, something impressive happened.
Wouldn't it now be funny to have a private conversation that I don't know is on air about me just cursing by accident?
No big cats in Hawaii.
Wouldn't that be a good thing to do right now?
See, the whole thing about that is you can't really claim ignorance because we sort of talked it out. No snakes in Hawaii either.
Yeah, that's problematic. But would it be funny to talk about whether or not they could dump it?
They can't.
Rich Eisen owns Stugatz.
Either you threw in an unnamed MLB executive source to your story to make it even more credible than it already is, or you just simply stole the idea.
Well, let me just walk you through my thought process as a professional and a human being on planet Earth. I've got 3 kids, all under the age of 10. My 4-year-old was up last night with a stomach bug. That was fun, right around midnight.
Yeah.
About 2 hours.
So you're tired. A lot of responsibility.
No. And then, I got a 3-hour show today with a handful of guests.
Right.
Got to get ready for that. I've got a binder from NFL Network Research as thick as the Manhattan phone book to date myself with that reference for next week's scouting combine. 4 hours of 4 days of about 8 hours of coverage each one of those days. And then I wake up every day saying, how can I steal one of Stugatz's ideas?
Right.
And that's
Well,
part
no,
of
but
my
Rich, it seems like you're
daily
so
routine.
Right.
That's
right.
part of my daily routine.
But it seems like you're so.
Hold on a minute. How can I steal one of Stugatz's ideas that's 3 years old and isn't really similar,
Right.
completely similar to what I posited as a professional based on what an actual real-life human being, part of Major League Baseball.
Right, right. But it seems like you're so busy with kids and the NFL Network playbook that you would need my opinions. Yeah, it would
That
seem
you
like
would be lazy.
Yeah.
Correct.
And, that
And
you
I
would
don't blame
correct.
you. Well, I do, but I mean, I don't blame you. I've stolen a
And then
couple
on top of all that, how long have you been with ESPN, Stugatz?
I've been here, I think, 3 or 4 years now. 3 or 4
Okay.
years. Yeah.
Okay.
You
All
do the
right.
resume thing?
So-
Is that where
so
we're going here?
that
I mean,
is-
you stole my
if-
take, Rich.
Right. No. So if you double those years, that's how long I was at ESPN. And if you take those years and multiply it by about a factor of 4, that's how long I've been gone. So you put all that together and know the fact that we're on ESPN radio right now.
Yes.
And the first ever voice in the history of MLB on ESPN radio was my voice.
Woo!
I even have rank on top of accuracy.
Bona fides unfurled like a screed, like a manifesto. What is one of those things? That was unbelievable. The ego and all of that.
Yes.
Yes, isn't that great? Well, sort of humble, I think. Just a slight bit of humility. I'm still a dad. I'm still a dad first and foremost.
It's quite the resume for a thief, I got to be honest.
Stugatz tells Dan something uncomfortable.
The NFL suspended Pittsburgh Steelers starting right tackle Marcus Gilbert 4 games for violating the league policy against performance-enhancing substances. And finally, 6-check tourist. Strap it on here, Dan. I'm going to take you for a ride. Strap yourself in is what I meant. Not strap it on.
Strap one on.
I meant strap yourself in here, Dan.
Strap it on.
Listen, it was a poor choice of words, poor phrasing, but I meant strap in because there are several big words coming up in this last story. Don't strap anything on.
The entire Rob Manfred interview.
Rob, were you aware of Jeter's plan to trade players and slash payroll?
You know, it's interesting.
Yes or no,
we
please?
don't.
Yes or no, please?
I'm happy to do yes or no's.
You can elaborate afterward. I just want to know if you were aware of that plan. Like did you approve a plan that had slash payroll again for South Florida?
We do not approve operating decisions by any ownership, new owners, current owners, or not. And as a result, the answer to that question is no. I'm not going to be deposed like this is some adversary thing. You want to ask me questions, I'll answer them the way that I want to answer them.
Okay, but
if that's not
fine.
good enough, we can move on.
Who is Bruce Sherman? Who is he, and why was he approved? Because all the bids came in low on cash.
That's actually not true. I mean, I know you keep saying these things on the radio, but you have no idea what the cash was in this deal. The fact of the matter is this club, after the transaction, had the same amount of debt as it had pre-transaction.
Rob, I know that part. The reason I interrupt you is because I think you cared more about that $1.2 billion asking price than you did about the fans of South Florida.
Yeah, well, can I tell you something? You actually have no idea what I care about and don't care about. The fact of the matter is a competitive club in each one of our 30 markets is my foremost concern.
Rob, you got a problem here now, though, because you're not going to have many fans. They want to get the revenue up. They're not going to be able to get the revenue up because of the hostility in this market, because this has happened 4 times.
I believe that they are committed to winning, and, it's going to take some time to see who's right about it.
All right, yeah, I don't. I believe they're committed to making money, and I believe you've made it very easy for them to make money whether they have fans or not. And I don't know that that's refutable.
Let me be really clear about that. If you believe it's easy to make money in South Florida with Major League Baseball, you are really dramatically ill-informed.
I know, but I don't understand. The stadium was supposed to. Yeah, Jeffrey Luria just made $1.2 million, and he bought in for $10 million.
He made over $1 billion, Commissioner.
All right, we got to go. I'm sorry, Commissioner. We're 10 minutes past time. Thank you I appreciate you being respectful. Thank you, sir.
All right, bye.
Dan throws up on TV.
He is now eating it out of my hand like a grazing animal of some sort. Oh, God, that one almost made me gag. He just picked up a saliva.
Oh, doing.
I got a weak stomach, man.
Tear me off half of that, Stu. I want to get involved.
Oh, no.
There's no way you're
I'm
going to do
kidding.
it. The fact that you're holding it.
I think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. If he eats that piece of if he eats it, if he eats it out of your mouth, I will vomit. If you want me to vomit on ESPNU right now, historically, we got a minute left.
Donnie.
I'm not kidding.
There you go.
That was brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless.